Okay, now we've got a movie, Paramount Plus. Oh, it's the Halo. Maybe
the
it's
Halo
a TV
show. I tried that. Not good.
Anybody in the chat? Anybody watch the Halo television program?
I watched the first one. First two
episodes or seasons?
Yes.
Okay, because I will be honest, I'm a pretty big fan of movies and television, and I've never even came across my desk.
It showed up. It was how did I start? I don't know. People talk about Halo. I don't play any video games or anything like that. Well, Mario. I play Marios.
Sorry? Like currently you do?
Yeah, like if a new Mario comes out, I'll play it. But that's really
what system do you have?
I have a Switch.
Okay, so you do. So did you get the new when a new one came out fairly recently, right?
Yeah, I got it and I played it for 3 minutes on the airplane on the way to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And then had my whole situation. Like a bunch of other stuff happened. So that kind of overshadowed Mario on the plane. But I'm flying out.
Where you ripped a hole in your crotch of your underwear because your crotch was too hot? Or was it the time when you had to shit so badly that all of the staff on the plane asked you to sit beside the toilet because you looked so unwell?
It was the one where I ripped the crotch out of my underwear.
That's cool. Hey, look at that. Tiniest little dots gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Bob Zombie 69, Lord Vessus, Patio HD. These are hard names. Chalamet is my Wonka. That's a good name. Okay. Caffeine and Roses. Welcome. Do we got any more? I think I might have missed a couple of subs as well. And now it's not letting me scroll. I want to let me scroll. Yeah. What do you got? What do we? Oh, yeah.
Just doubled you up. Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I think you're doubled up. Is Chris, is he doubled up? Is it hard to understand? I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't change anything. Is everybody okay? I didn't change anything. I haven't even used this thing. And well, we did a guys this week, right?
So I might let me. Hello. Oh yeah, I am kind of coming through doubled, but whatever. It's not like it doesn't sound that bad, to be honest.
Is it hard for people to hear you?
No, you can understand me.
Okay.
That the quality just isn't that great.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, everybody. You know, I'll look into that again. This happens every once in a while, and it doesn't make any fucking sense because, like,
well, all I know is
you might be. Hold on, let me try something.
I have it just sounds like a bit of reverb on there, which I don't mind if I decide to sing a little bit. It's kind of nice to have.
That sounds good. Probably
a bit of verb on there.
But to hear it, you know.
Well, hey, if the audio sounds weird, you know your man Chris is going to complain about. I still don't understand that comment on the Patreon. I still don't get it. I still don't know what the person was referring to. I almost quit the podcast over it, though.
No, you did not. I
almost quit the podcast. Ask the Discord. I posted about it. I said I was considering quitting the podcast. They talked me out of it in the Discord. Shout out to my Discord friends. Shout out to
I get so nervous all the time. He's like me. That's why I don't read, like when they do the exit interviews on Patreon, John reads all of them.
Oh, I can't read them. I used to. And then like,
not a fucking chance.
Some of them are so brutal. Like,
I know.
Not the really mean ones. The ones that are just like, yo, man, I was a big fan for a while, but I'm just not into it. It's just not doing it for me anymore. Oh. You're like,
oh, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about Manchester United. I don't want to talk about Manchester United. I want to talk about Scott McTominay, who can't bury a fucking header from the with nobody, completely unmarked inside the 6-yard box at the end of the game. Fuck Scott McTominay.
I hate it when that happened too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Chris, I know I shouldn't bring this up yet. You know?
What?
Because I'm doing something. We're doing Reach a Roundtable this week. I sent an email this week. Chris knows. I sent an email this week. I've been bragging about it for 3 days. 4 days.
Have you told anyone publicly?
I have not told anybody.
By the way,
publicly.
Ben Grimm 13 subscribing at tier 1 8 months. Can I like tell the story a little bit? You can actually tell
for
the
sure.
thing.
No,
Okay.
you can tell the story.
Well, Bryan, I don't know if you guys know this about Bryan, but Bryan has an extreme fear of asking anybody for anything ever. And so he will constantly be like, he'll send me these text messages like, oh, I'm going to be in LA. I'm thinking about, I want to send some messages, but I don't know what to say. And I'm just like, dude, just send a person a message and say, hey, I'm going to be in town during this time. If it works, could I come on the podcast? And so finally, after a lot of coaxing, Bryan finally did it. And days of him
9 days, I think. I could look back on our text chain, but I think it was 9 days.
And finally, he just sent the message very clear. Hey, I'm going to be in town and I would like to come on the pod if it works out. And it did. And we can say that Bryan, when he's in Los Angeles, Bryan, what will you be doing?
I'll be on the Joe Rogan Experience.
He doesn't even live in LA.
I know. It was just a fun thing to say.
Joe's coming back to LA for it.
To interview me.
Yes.
Opie. Yes, it's Opie, I think. No, and you know what's funny is this is something that we've talked about in the past too, that like ever since the Doughboys did guys, we were like, oh, they like
Doughboys.
Yeah, they were like, you got to come on.
He just spoiled it. He's doing the Doughboys.
Yeah, I'm doing the Doughboys.
Everybody. Give it up. Let's go.
And they were excited when I asked. That was the thing about it, was like,
that's what I tried to explain to you. I was trying to tell Bryan, I was like, Bryan, you are very beloved in a lot of ways. You're very funny. You're very entertaining. You have a podcast, a show with a big audience. People
very annoying.
They'll want you to be on their podcast if it works. Like, anyways.
Yeah. Well, and now I'm back at the beginning and I'm like, should I send somebody else an email? Like, because I'm going 4 days early.
Yeah, you should send some more. Definitely. I mean, you've talked to Gabrus, obviously, but I think I've told you that you need to be extremely direct. That's what people don't like. Just tell them, this is when I'm going to be here. Do you think there's a day would it work for me to come on the podcast? That's it.
Yeah.
Worst they can say is, hey, it won't work because we're not going to be in town or we have people booked or whatever, you know?
You want to hear something really embarrassing though?
Yeah.
So I buy so I'm cheap. Okay. And I know that people are like, oh yeah, you make enough money or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm cheap.
You're not cheap. By the way, everyone here has listened to the Cheap Guys episode. Bryan is
incredibly cheap.
He thinks he's cheap, but he's not.
So when I stay in a hotel,
yeah,
I will 100% of the time go to hotwire.com.
Yeah.
And then say 4 stars or up. I'll just buy whatever you give me. They have like a thing.
That's not what a cheap person does, Bryan.
What do you mean by that? That's like I said, 4 stars or up.
Bryan, cheap people aren't staying in 4-star and up hotels. I mean, you're just talking about like going on like Hotwire is like Expedia, right? That's how everybody gets a hotel.
Yeah. But what Hotwire does is they have like a mystery situation where all sales are final. You get the price, you get the amount of stars, you get 2 or 3 reviews, and then you have to pick it. And if you pick it and it's a hotel you don't like, you're fucked. You know?
Do you know what cheap people do? Cheap people do, and I did this when I had no money and I went to Los Angeles. I did not get a hotel. I stayed on the couch of Stefan and Rob. I stayed on Stefan and Rob's couch. Yeah, that's what I did.
I will never do that again. I did that.
No, I would never do it again either. That's behind me now at the age of 39. I will no longer be sleeping on someone's couch unless it gets, things could get dodgy for me. But as it stands right now, I don't plan to ever do it again.
I was like, fuck it. There was one for $89 a night, which is fucking crazy in Los Angeles.
That is crazy. We went to Los Angeles. We spent a lot on our hotel when we went, but it was like a big trip before when we found out we were pregnant. We stayed at the W. So I will say, paid like $260 a night or something. It was very cheap for the time, but it was still expensive for
$86 a night. And it is in a fucking casino in Los Angeles. So now I'm worried it's going to be gross.
Oh, it will be. Yeah.
Because I never even thought there were casinos there. And then I told some people I know from LA.
Well,
I'm saying this casino. They're like,
can you type it to me? You don't want to say it because we
oh,
don't want
I
to say
don't
where
care
you're
to
staying.
tell you.
No, don't say it on
bicycle casino.
No, don't say publicly where you're staying. don't do that. It's just not smart. I mean, I know probably nothing will happen, but just don't go saying where you're gonna stay.
Backlash Jack, I've been to Hooters Casino. I spent a lot of time at when I was in Las Vegas. I spent like most of one day there.
Who do you think you're talking to here?
What?
Of course he's been to the Hooters Casino. Oh, that's funny. Speaking of that, of not putting addresses online, I mentioned it last week. It was a mistake. Tomorrow, Ariel and I will be doing our baby shower stream. I've got a PO box now, so we can post the baby registry. We had a bit of an issue there where it was posted up, and then somebody mentioned to me that my full address was on the baby registry.
That Hooters Casino, though, first of all, I didn't stay there. It wasn't. No, it was definitely not.
He's banned from all the hotels. He's not allowed to stay there anymore.
So I was staying next door. I was staying at the Tropicana, which is next door to the Hooters Hotel.
So, and can I say, I think we can all agree that's the creepier hotel to stay in. The one where you're like across the way and you're like, ooh, look over at Hooters. You know, like, oh, I don't want them to see me, but I want to see them, you know.
But I walked over there and they were playing VH1 Classic on all the TVs. So the music was kind of hitting. So I just sat there for a whole day playing roulette because they were playing VH1 Classic. I didn't notice the Hooters girls at all, though. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you, Rudolphino. It's okay. Somebody sent me a nice message reminding me that the address was on there.
Pervin from the Trop.
Yeah, Pervin from the Trop. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm over here Pervin from...
Hey, what's happening? FB Gino, aka Chutaki Chalk. Hey, how about you rein your name in? Okay, your name's getting a bit out of control. Rein it in.
Paisley Fontaine, first of all, VH1 Classic is everyone's Chive TV. It's actually better than Chive TV because it's VH1 Classic, you know?
Yeah.
They play like The Stroke and stuff like that. And that is way better than what's going on at almost every other casino in Las Vegas, which is like EDM music, this pulsing pounding.
Yeah, sorry, I'm with somebody in the chat. I don't know what that is. What do they play?
VH1 Classic?
What's
they play like The Stroke.
What's that?
Oh, stroke man. Ugh. It's Nolan stuff. It's Nolan core.
Oh, Billy Squire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's his tostada, man.
And that's my tostada, man.
I thought you flubbed. I thought you were talking about the Strokes.
Oh, dude, if the Strokes were on, I would have stayed there the whole fucking time.
I love the Strokes. Me too. Dude, really?
Yes,
man. I used to love the Strokes, man. I was like so into it. My friend and I, actually, his picture's right here because he died. And I have his picture right there. We used to sit there and get stoned and listen to the fucking Strokes and watch their music videos all the time in high school.
Me and my daughter. I mean, that's probably the band. There's two bands that my whole house agrees on. Well, three. I would say the Strokes is one. The next one would be Velvet Underground.
Ooh.
The other one's the Pixies.
Okay, yeah,
like that's the three of us. Like you could put that on, and then there's some other ones that like probably too hip that you guys might not even heard of. So we listen.
I really doubt that. Jamie Wonders, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing. Now
the way you said, I really doubt that.
1251 music video. That's the one I'm referring to that would watch over and over and over again. And also, someone said the Strokes live rock. That's my first concert I ever went to was the Strokes outdoor at the Plaza of Nations in Vancouver. And the guy from Breaker High was there. Somebody's buzzing me. The guy from Breaker High, not Ryan Gosling, but his friend. Someone just buzzed. And we were fucking horrible. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Don't judge me for this, okay? I was a young person and I was drunk and high. Okay. But you know the guy, his name's like Tyler. He's like been in a lot of other stuff. He's in that great movie, Dale and Tucker versus Evil. Do you know that you guys know the guy
I
I'm
know the
talking about now?
movie.
Yeah,
I don't know the
he's
guy.
the bigger guy. Tyler something is his name. But he's great. He's fucking awesome. Tyler Labine, that's his name, New Card Smell. But he was just trying to enjoy the Strokes concert, and we were just all drunk and high, and we just kept going, ABH! Like for Breaker High, and he's just like, all right, man, yeah, hey BH, and we just wouldn't fucking stop, man. And poor fucking guy.
I did that. I went to a concert. I've told this on a POD cast in the past, but so I went to go see a concert that was, I think it was a POD was first band on, right?
Was it the tour that I went to? Because I say that's my first concert. That's the first one I chose to go to. My first actual concert was POD, Linkin Park, and someone else.
Not even close. So this was POD, and then Limp Bizkit, and then after Limp Bizkit was Primus. And POD was playing and opening up, and there was probably about like 30 people like really going wild to POD. They like came in, their faces were like painted. They were going crazy in the mosh pit. And me and my friends just stood like 3 rows back from the stage and said, "Fuck you, POD. Jesus isn't real." And
Jesus isn't real.
Yeah.
That's like I always thought it was cool to say that when I was in high school. Like, sorry to say, man, but I'm a bit of an atheist.
Doing the Jesus Christ pose and like just probably yelling other stuff too that you wouldn't say.
Oh yeah. Oh, we were yelling. I will be honest. We were yelling some stuff at the guy from Breaker High that is against the TOS. Okay.
Yeah.
I was not as progressive when I was 18. I was a bad guy.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Snoop and Limp Bizkit, Red Light, Green Light. I should listen to that. I've probably heard it in the past. I hate it when I do that. Now it sounds like I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I'm like, I probably heard it because it's a Limp Bizkit song and I'm supposed to be an expert on them. But I don't know. We did Guitar Guys. I talked to Chris about when I tried to learn to play guitar.
Oh, the Guitar Guys episode is really fun because we learn about, Bryan becoming a guitar player. I don't want to spoil it.
I've told it in the past,
okay,
so people that listen to other stuff might have heard it.
And I'm telling you, if you haven't, like his journey as a guitar player is like, it's exactly what you'd expect from Bryan. It will not disappoint. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I did lessons for about a year, and I can tell you I can't play. I don't want.
Bryan, 1 second. Sorry, I need to cut you off. We have a chat here. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Okay, send that directly to me. Okay, I'm the money guy on the stream. Get that to my DMs, and we'll get that.
We'll get that done.